Hello, internet passers-by. Welcome back to Napcast. As always, I'm Roman Notorious. Joining me today is Sean.
That's me.
And Lena.
I guess that's supposed to be me.
I mean, last time we checked, it was you.
Yeah.
Okay, I think
Unless you've
assume...
officially legally changed your name to Lopez.
Well, you never know.
One of these days.
One of these days, I just might.
Or Cheese.
Cheese.
We will be there to support you.
Thank you. The support is always
Cheesy girl.
appreciated. Thank you.
So, Melina, what are we talking about today?
Oh God, yeah. So we had a very stupid conversation that we decided we shouldn't be having at that time.
Yeah,
but
we
will
quickly
move
nipped it in the bud.
to here.
This was like a
Basically.
week ago, by the way.
Yeah.
From the time of recording.
I came across a post on Reddit, and this is something that has circulated the internet for a few years, as far as I know. And it's that all food can be put into one of 4 categories.
And those categories are?
Well, let me tell you the
Why is the
categories.
English language like constantly just wanting to be more and more reductive?
Of course. Yeah.
That's just how it be.
So our 4 categories are ravioli, salad, soup, and sandwich.
Great.
Fantastic.
And there is some, explanation what they mean. Like, a dumpling will be a ravioli because it is a filling surrounded by a closed structure of carbs.
That's not... No, if it were pasta,
No,
which
because it's
dumplings isn't, right?
No, but it's the same type of dough.
I don't know enough about ravioli to decide.
Wait, isn't ravioli surrounded by, like, pasta sheets?
Yeah, kind of. But it's a carb. Pasta is a carb.
Yeah, I get that, but, like, that's such a boiled-down definition.
No, it's just a filling with a carb casing.
Isn't
that's
bread
right.
carbs?
Yeah, bread's carbs, pasta's carbs.
So
rice is
technically a
carbs.
sandwich could be ravioli.
Yes. If it's closed on all sides, yes. Like a pizza box,
It's
ravioli.
if the
So a toasty is ravioli,
it
essentially.
includes-
Sausage
This is
roll
all the
might be a
innards.
ravioli.
No, it's open at each end.
Depends on the sausage roll.
Kinder Surprise is ravioli.
I don't know if
No,
chocolate's
chocolate's
a
not
carb.
carbs.
Damn it.
So close to
Chocolate
the
is,
forbidden ravioli.
It's sugar and fat, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that. Then we have spaghetti is a salad because it is tossed ingredients with a dressing.
Tossed ingredient, fuck right off.
Yeah. So like a paella, any rice dish, it's a salad.
Is this for the people who are on diets and they're only meant to eat salad, so they've convinced themselves that something else is a salad?
I think this whole category system is meant to just piss people off.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
sounds like it.
And to find, the one exception to the rule.
Your first mistake was taking it seriously.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's from
exactly.
the internet. I'd also like to say I think I managed to put my jumper on quite
Yeah,
gracefully
I wanted to
there.
mention that, but it wouldn't
If
come
you
across
heard
in a
some weird
podcast.
noises.
But that was smooth as hell. You just suddenly turn around, grab it from like the couch over there, like the seat, and you just sort of awkwardly put it on.
without hitting the microphone
Yeah.
for once.
I kind of wanted to just keep going and not mention it
Yeah.
until right at the end.
I was very cold when we started recording, but we suddenly were too far into it. I was like, fuck. So yes.
Yeah, we also have, they make a great statement. I know this is going to make people mad, but a pizza is a sandwich.
Fuck off. No.
Because a pizza can just be folded into
That's a
ingredients.
calzone.
Surround, but what's the difference? Like, the difference between a pizza and a calzone is just that you fold it. So
Yeah,
it's
you
basically the
fold it
same-
and you seal it.
A calzone, it's still a pizza.
No, it's not. It's a calzone.
Pizza is taco.
But that's like saying a ravioli isn't pasta because it's different.
No, ravioli is pasta.
Yeah, but calzone is a pizza.
No, it's not.
What makes it different?
Because a pizza is cooked open, and so the top is cooked differently, whereas you fold over and cook it and seal it, and it's totally
Yeah,
like a different process.
yeah.
I'm that agitated I shook the monitor.
We're like 2-3 minutes in and we're already.
I'm getting a lot of use out of Google today.
It's funny because the argument is like, has always been like, is calzone a worthy food? Like most people hate it because it's just a folded over pizza.
Yeah. Sean, opinion on calzones?
I want to start this out with like context. I have an eating disorder, if you don't already know. So most of the foods they're going to be talking about, I just don't eat and haven't eaten since I was a small child.
I kind of feel bad that this is the topic we chose for the episode.
I brought this up,
Yes.
and we were fine with it. So
Sean.
live with your consequences, motherfucker.
An Oreo.
Sandwich.
There you go.
I'll give Oreo being a sandwich because like it is designed to be eaten
Yeah.
as it is.
I understand that much, but there's gonna be a lot of points where I'm gonna be here and I'm gonna be like, what's
Well.
this food that they've just
Yeah.
mentioned?
You're our impartial judge.
Sure.
From just
I feel
seeing
more
it.
uninformed judge than anything else, but sure.
You'll remember this. I don't know if they had this marketing campaign in the Netherlands, but do you remember the time when they marketed Oreos as like you would twist it
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
into like two different parts, eat the cream, put it back together,
Oh.
and then dunk it in milk?
I hate it.
I remember this. They had like the ads with people dancing, having a great time. Look at me, I'm twisting my Oreo.
I'm gonna
I
be
never
honest.
understood the part of them putting them back.
Because
Why
I
not eat
used
them
to think
separately.
I used to think
Yeah.
I just don't like Oreos, but no, I like Oreos, but I don't like twisting them, eating the filling
Licking them.
itself, then putting them back together and like having them with cold milk.
Yeah, like I'll be honest. As a small kid, I thought that was just the way you were supposed to, and it was
That's
wrong
what I
otherwise.
thought.
So that
It's
scared me off.
illegal.
That scared me off Oreos for a little bit,
God.
which is weird because with foods like bourbons or something, like I actually have a process on how I eat them since I was a kid.
Oh.
I think it goes into maybe the possible OCD I have. But like I take off like the top part, I'd eat that, and then I'd eat like
The cream.
the cream thing, and like the bottom part.
Ah, okay.
But sometimes I'd actually try and like eat off the cream and not the bottom part.
Okay.
And then it's weird. It's a weird way to eat a biscuit.
Well, I had a
But-
friend who, whenever they had a biscuit that was like chocolate covered, they would eat all of the chocolate off of it first and then
No.
eat the rest.
That sounds like something I would do as a kid.
So like if they had an
Absolutely.
orange like club biscuit, for instance, they'd eat all the chocolate off of that and then the wafer and an orange filling after.
Look, we have like a version of Jaffa cakes as well in the Netherlands, and I used to eat them fucking weird as a kid, because I like the chocolate part the best. So what I would do is separate them, and like the goo would stick to the chocolate. I would eat the biscuit part first. Then, because it was not very well made, you could just kind of pull the goo out as a disc.
I feel like you could do that
Yeah.
with Jaffa cakes, to
Probably
be honest.
Yeah.
eat the goo. So first biscuit part, goo part,
Just-
chocolate part.
You know what the weird
Biscuit, goo.
You know what the weird thing is? I think I used to do something similar like that as a
What
kid.
is wrong with you people?
No, I used to do that as a kid, but like at some point when I was like 9 or something, I just stopped.
Stop. You realise, oh, this is fucking stupid.
Like I tried it the other way and was like, oh, this is way better.
I'm getting the combination of flavours.
Yeah.
Do you still eat Jaffa cakes like that?
I don't eat them very often.
We
no.
can
No.
test
No,
it
no,
out
no, no.
right
That's
now.
not the answer I'm
No,
looking
I don't,
for.
'cause I don't, and I can tell you the reason why. They made the layer of chocolate thinner, so it would break when you try to pull it apart, and it ruined my whole system.
That's what I was thinking. Is like if like real Jaffa cakes, which Sean has just pulled a box
Yeah,
of.
this is really funny that I
Out
managed
of
to
his
have
bag.
these.
This episode is not sponsored by Jaffa Cakes. Could
Although-
it be? I don't know, maybe.
How much
If you're
you
offering,
got?
if you're offering,
I was
it's
gonna
been
say
in my
like
bag for a while, by the way. So
the layer of chocolate on them, like real ones, isn't very thick at all.
No. So
No.
yeah, so when I was small, maybe it's because I just had smaller fingers or something. But I remember a point where I was just unable to do my method.
were
anymore.
these actual Jaffa cakes, by the way? Were they like some sort of
They're
not
knockoff.
knockoff?
Oh, because
I mean, it's
no
a different
knockoff
version.
ever like
Yeah.
hits
Yeah.
like a Jaffa cake.
It's not the same.
No, especially the base part, like the
Mm-hmm.
The
cake.
actual orange. No, it's just not like an actual like an orange, but it's the orange.
Oh no, I mean
base.
in like the kind of spongy.
Oh, the
type
spongy
part,
part,
yeah.
the filling part.
That's always like it's like when you get tea cakes from like other brands that aren't Tunnocks. They're always like a fucking like proper marshmallow inside.
I'm gonna.
I have a great story about Tunnocks.
Before you do that, real quick, I'm just about to admit a sin I've never tried.
Have you never tried one?
I think
So-
I may have like as a kid, but that was a long time
Yeah.
ago.
In like Tunnocks ones, it's a very thin layer of chocolate, and inside it is a very sort of, it's almost creamy.
It's like a gooey sort
It's
of.
like
gooey,
an airy,
yeah.
not mousse even. Like it's
No.
like whipped cream, but a little bit thicker.
Yeah,
Oh.
essentially, and it's got a bit more sweetness to it because it's themed off a marshmallow essentially.
Yeah.
Every single knockoff brand is thicker chocolate around the outside, and it is like just like fucking marshmallow,
Oh.
which is not fun to eat, and it's always got jam in it. Tea cakes
yeah.
don't have
no,
jam.
No.
They're a cake.
They're a cake.
I have found the Dutch version. We call them pims.
Pims.
Dutch people know what's up because these are great.
I just think of the alcohol.
Yeah.
There's alcohol in pims.
Actually,
It's
I think Pims. I think the Marvel character.
Oh,
I
I think Pims is a gin.
don't know.
You'd have to check.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take the Jaffa Cake box away from the table. I'm so sorry you can't see this.
Pim's Cup is a cocktail that's popular in England. It's it's a liqueur.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah.
I've seen that.
So, to talk about tonic CKs, we have a thing that's similar that has a bit of a bad history. And this is
Okay.
actually not a fun story, but it is hell of a story.
Did kids die?
No, let's talk about racism first.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
we're going here.
Yeah, so we used to call, I'm not going to say the literal translation, it's N-word kisses, basically.
Oh, I feel like I've heard this somewhere.
Yeah.
On a bad part of the internet.
There's part of me having...
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And it was, I think it was early zeros, which is too late.
Yeah.
Let's be real, too late. That people were just like, no, why would you change it? It's part of our culture. I'm like, no, it's a biscuit.
Ah.
We don't give enough of a shit. So we've changed in the past few years to just call it kisses.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice.
Makes sense.
Not to be confused with Hershey's.
No,
Yeah,
not
I was gonna
speaking
say.
with Hershey's, but
Uh,
Hershey's sucks. So I don't care.
and
Just kisses is sweet.
in the UK, we have something kind of similar.
Oh god.
Where my gran always tells me about this. It's like, so you would go to an ice cream shop, or you would have the ice cream van, and you would get the two kind of chocolate coated wafers, and you would get the ice cream in the middle, and it's an
Oh,
ice cream
yeah.
sandwich, right? But
Sandwich.
that's not what they used to call it. They used to call it a black man.
Oh.
Yeah, not now. You know, but yeah,
Huh.
yeah.
It's funny that this sort of stuff even bleeds into relative. I'm not sure when they changed that.
I mean, I don't know. That's something
could've
my
been a- that
grandparents.
could've been a long time ago.
Yeah.
But like, I heard the story that like Uncle Ben's rice and stuff. That was Uncle Ben, the character, was originally based on a pretty racist stereotype.
Yeah.
There's also,
Which is why there's been like
Aunt
in the last
Jemima.
couple of years, there's been a move away.
yeah. Do you? I don't know what brand these were like tied to, but we used to have little dolls in the UK. And I don't think I can actually say their name anymore.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I know exactly what you're talking about. You want to know how I know what you're talking about?
How?
My big sister, when she was very little, had a book on these characters.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
It was a very old book.
Oh god. I think when I was growing up, we still had one around because obviously when my parents were
Yeah.
younger, then yeah, those were very much a thing. And it's a racist term now, so I can't
I don't want to say it.
say what it is.
But when we moved, like in like a few months ago, we found that book again, and me and my mum saw it. We just sort of looked at each other and went,
No.
that didn't age very well."
Yeah.
Oh,
So I'm
I've
just
seen
showing Melina
these.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen these like culturally, I think, at
Yeah.
places. Let's just say, as a Dutch person, they look like a racist Black Pete doll, because that's another issue we have.
Oh. Yeah, these
Yeah.
were
They're
very
something,
much
aren't
I think it comes from oh yeah, it's very popular in UK and Australia in the 70s. Yeah.
Yeah.
How did we get onto this?
Kisses.
Kisses. Yeah. So back to the 4 categories of food.
Back to the point of the episode. Yeah,
I don't want to seem like I'm just brushing over that, but we're not really equipped to talk about.
We're really not.
No,
Believe me, there's a great discussion that could be had, but I don't think we have.
If you're not sure what we're talking about, because I imagine our audience is roughly around our age, so it would make sense if they're kind of unaware. Just Google British racist doll, and I'm sure it'll be the first result.
You'll know it when you see it.
Yeah. Yep.
And if, in the worst case scenario, you may recognize it.
Yeah.
And your childhood may be destroyed.
Yeah, because I feel like even though they weren't like acceptable when we were younger, I feel like they were still around.
They were. I mean, like I said, my sister's not that much older than me. She's like 5-6 years, and she grew up with that book. Like she had it in like her wardrobe.
Yeah.
Before like we moved, so I just saw that and I was like, "Ooh, didn't
no.
expect that to be there."
So yeah, we don't want to seem like we're brushing over it, but
Yeah, because it's not like a thing to brush over, obviously.
Nah.
But like we don't
We're
feel
not
like we
currently
can.
equipped.
no.
Yeah.
In the future, we might
Yeah.
touch on it a
If
bit.
we're older, we're wiser.
If we're older, wiser.
If we make sure we're sensitive about everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, the 4 food groups.
A hot dog, huh?
Oh boy.
A hot dog is
Oreos are sandwiches.
not. Oreos are sandwiches, yes. Hot dogs are not.
Yes.
No, they're not.
They're tacos.
They're not.
Oh.
I would accept them being tacos more than I'd accept them being a sandwich.
Plead your case.
Well, when I imagine a sandwich, it's
Hold on.
too.
Ace Attorney music.
I imagine it as like it's two separate. Like, so you have your base layer, you
Yeah.
have your filling, and then you have your top layer, and
Yeah.
those are separate. Whereas rolls and hot dogs have a contiguous container, like a taco.
Yes.
So a taco is also a roll, because I make that distinction. Is like there's a sandwich and there's a roll. Okay.
I accept that.
Yeah. Because if you ask for like a ham sandwich, I'm gonna give you bread, ham, bread.
Yeah.
If you came back to me with ham on a roll, I'd ask you what the fuck you thought you were thinking. Because
You
that's
stupid person.
Because that's not a sandwich.
I don't know. To me, like, if you look at it, because to me, a roll is sandwich.
No.
No.
Mainly
the
because
thing is,
roll
we
has
do
a
rolls as well, but
roll
we
has a
separate
different-
them from the top from the
you
bottom.
fucking monsters.
Because I don't know why you guys are like, I have to have this tiny bit attached so it looks like a fucking taco. I'm like, no.
It's for holding. It's so when you're holding it, your fillings don't get over your hand, because in Scotland we are obsessed with putting brown sauce on everything.
Everything. Salt and sauce.
Still, that's
When you
on
put bacon and haggis on it, you gotta fucking cover it in brown sauce.
So
And
I
if
think-
you didn't
what if
have that hinge,
you just wrap it in some tin foil and hold it like a burger. Like if you
What?
don't
You
complain about a burger
the
falling
pain
things
that
off.
Michael's face just went through in that
Like,
moment.
why would you go and get tin foil to hold it?
No, I'm saying if they would sell it, why don't they just separate it, put tin foil around it? Ta-da! Keeps it warm for one. So you can take it on the
Because it's
go.
made there and then.
No, but I'm saying if you're fine eating like a hamburger like that, why are you not fine eating a roll like that?
Because a hamburger is less messy. Plus, you wouldn't put a hamburger is on a different type of bun as well, because that's a bun rather than a roll. They're
don't
different
think there's
textures and consistencies. It's same with like brioche.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm getting a burger and it's on a brioche bun, I'm a little less enthused about eating it.
Really?
Brioche are so messy to eat. They fall apart really
Sean pulls up
easily.
the
the
phone.
fuck's a brioche?
Brioche is like closer to being like a kind of sweet.
It's a sweeter type.
Yeah,
bread. Yeah.
where and a lot of restaurants, and especially in Scotland, are like obsessed with putting their burgers on them.
I've never noticed
Oh,
brioche
it's
buns
this
being more.
I see now.
They're I think because they're more airy. So if you have like a sauce on it, or just in general, burgers are kind of greasy. It just means that they're kind of falling apart a little bit more because there's less structure to the bun. There's burger buns
It's not very
and they
stable.
serve a purpose, and that's what you should use, especially if you toast it a little bit and it's amazing.
Well, you wouldn't toast a roll.
No.
See, that's weird to me because for us, they're universally the same. A roll is the same as a hamburger bun. Maybe you can have fancy hamburger buns with like, oh, I want to have some sesame seeds in there. I want brioche.
I'm not necessarily fussed about sesame seeds. It's that there's like a kind of a consistency I expect out of like a burger bun, and I think it's because Americans.
Yeah.
Probably because do Americans do rolls? I think they do.
I don't think they do rolls. I think they do.
The rolls they do are not the rolls we
They do.
Everything
small.
America does is wrong.
Like biscuits are different over there as well. They're not what we would call biscuits.
Because they do what their biscuits are what we would call scones.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Or
always
scones,
confuses me.
if you want to pronounce it correctly.
Scones.
Scone.
It rhymes with gone.
No.
Yes.
Scone.
Because I
The
think
scone
it's
is gone.
biscuits are especially popular to be eaten with fried chicken, and I don't get that combo.
What?
Like I think it's especially Popeyes, if I'm correct.
What
I'm
the
not sure.
fuck is wrong with America?
That's gonna be the new title of this
This
episode.
is like Japan having KFC at Christmas.
Yeah, but isn't that just a big marketing ploy that became culturally significant?
Maybe,
Like
I
Coca-Cola
guess.
with Christmas over here.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I never understood the Coca-Cola for Christmas thing. Like, I don't
It
not
read,
see the connection.
Santa read, connection.
I never thought like, you know what I want for
They
Christmas?
knew their branding
Yeah.
and they fucking rolled with it.
And like that goes back to like the 30s.
Oh, yeah.
Like it's got to the point where a lot of people believe that Santa Claus is red because of Coke. That's not necessarily
That's not
true.
necessarily true, no.
But what Coca-Cola did do is Coca-Cola is the reason the version of Santa we think of is the mainstream Santa.
Yeah.
Is he fat? 'Cause he
Fat, bearded,
Fat
Yeah.
bearded, sort of like the sort of suit, the
jolly,
Yeah.
rose cheeks.
the wife elves.
Yeah.
I think.
Classic American.
Classic American.
Classic
Yeah.
America. And of course,
That's when
now
you
we
know
have
it's Christmas, when you start seeing the Coca-Cola like Christmas truck advert.
that. To go into this is suddenly becoming a Christmas episode. But,
we're recording this in November and it's coming out in like January.
yeah, but everyone has like that thing that they see or hear that they know it's Christmas. For my
Yeah.
mum, it's that Coca-Cola ad.
I get that. I don't watch like linear television anymore, so for me it's always when I'm at work and I fucking hear that song when she's finished defrosting. I know it's Christmas.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Probably. It's probably.
I got like 8 days. I've got 8 days.
It's probably far gone from when you're listening to this, but believe me, it is coming for us.
It is coming for us. I'm hoping it's Bublé that I hear first. His voice is a little more comforting.
I will tell you now, you will not hear Bublé before Mariah Carey.
Yeah, you really
I don't
won't.
know. Our works are kind of weird.
I've heard the Kelly version far more than the Bublé.
Oh no,
one.
I'm not meaning like Bublé's cover of the song. Just he does.
Oh,
he has
okay.
a lot. He
He-
has a
he
full
has a
Christmas
lot.
album.
Oh, okay.
Several, I think. Two? Maybe?
I know one of them's like double CD. There's that many tracks on it.
I know he's covered the song just because back in like primary there was like a day where we just listened to Christmas music.
I'll
and
be
for
honest,
some reason,
I-
his version was in rotation
Oh.
instead of the normal one.
I'll be honest. I thought that was one Christmas song he hadn't covered.
No, he has.
because
Oh,
he
of course
doesn't really go past the like 90s when it comes to stuff he covers.
Yeah.
He wants to be Frank Sinatra.
Unless,
Yeah. Let him live in that.
Yeah.
unless it's the Spider-Man theme for some reason.
Yeah. I guess that comes from the 60s.
Yeah.
So,
does.
I like Bublé a little
Don't
bit.
get me wrong.
Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, Bublé's great.
Anyway, what were we talking about?
Food groups.
Groups.
We're never staying on
What a
topic.
chaotic episode
Let's
so
just
far.
say we will not stay on topic for anything
No.
today.
Yeah,
A standard
Americans do
nap.
stuff very strangely when it comes to food.
Yeah.
Like they call crisps chips.
Yeah.
Yes.
And chips fries, even if they're not French fries. Like
Because
they're
that's a distinction you made.
yes.
Yeah, yeah.
So we have there's French fries, which are the thin cut ones,
The
and then thick
McDonald's,
cut
yeah.
are chips because they're markedly different when you eat them. And I think like you could. There's also like cooking them is slightly different as well.
Probably, yeah.
Or something that goes into making them's different. I think there's batter or something involved in French fries, whereas there's not, or maybe a different oil. I don't know.
I don't know.
I wouldn't know.
There's a bit more natural to the chips, I guess, is a way to describe it. I don't know. I feel like I'm getting lost in.
I mean, I a French fry is so weirdly thin that you're like, this has got to be some artificial shit.
Yeah, yeah.
That's how I would identify a French fry.
If it's American, it's absolutely got something artificial in it.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
exactly.
I like French fries a little bit more than chips. But that's only because McDonald's do like the absolute fucking king of French fries.
yeah.
I mean, that makes sense.
So long as they're salted. If they're not salted, they're just the
No.
fucking worst things in the planet.
Oh, they get like a degree too cold. Horrible.
Yeah.
Horrible mush.
Sometimes they overcook them and it's not good.
We are people of standards.
Yes.
McDonald's.
High standards.
Because of like the current situation we're in the UK, that like some McDonald's have like signs up saying, look, we're sorry, we can't cook everything like because of shortages, so the oil on your chips may be different. If they're different, it's because we can't do anything about it. And I'm like, man, people fucking care too much.
Yeah.
To complain, I was like, excuse me, your fries are like that's not it.
To be
It's
fair,
not
I
it."
did get like ones not long ago that you could tell were cooked in a different oil just because like they were pretty soggy.
Aw, so that's bad fry.
Yeah.
This ain't it, Ronald.
I'll never forgive KFC for changing their chips.
I like the new ones
I
better.
don't. I can now palate them. But like they added the skins on to reduce waste. Yeah, thanks KFC.
They
Just give
added the
us.
skin on, and they were like, well, let's put the skin back on the fries.
So they used to, take the skins off when they were
Get you back on.
making their chips. And now they've left them on because they want to reduce waste.
Looks way better. Rustic feel. Love it.
No. So they've just basically given us their waste.
What's wrong with potato skin?
I
want
just
rust-
don't like
Did you
them.
just say you want rusty potatoes?
Rustic.
Rustic.
Oh, rustic.
I'll take
Rustic.
some rustic
I was like,
potatoes
rusty
any
vibe.
day.
I was like, huh?
They do kind of look a little bit rusty with the skins on.
French fries are a
fries.
salad.
No, they're not. They're not.
Yes. What are they?
They are French fries.
Okay, according to the rule, no single group of one thing. Like rice itself cannot be anything because it's one thing.
So French
would
fries
also not
can't
be
be.
nothing.
Yeah.
But if you put sauce on your French fries, salad.
Who the fuck is putting sauce on the French fries?
I put them next to it. I'm not that barbaric.
I dip them in.
There are people. There are too many people that are fine just lathering it on, and it.
No. Nah.
I feel like this is just your way of trying not to call them French.
No, Dutch people do this too. an abomination.
It's definitely a thing here as well.
So, quesadilla, sandwich.
Both
Two
of
phones.
us.
What does that mean?
I have heard the word quesadilla.
Quesadilla.
How do you spell quesadilla?
You know, go for it. See if you can figure it out.
Oh, it's got a Q.
Oh yeah.
Is
Is it this?
Yes, it is
Cool.
that.
what did you say it was?
A sandwich.
It's
That's a taco. That is a fancy taco.
Oh, okay, depends on how you cook the quesadilla. There's more. Let me
Oh,
introduce.
like that.
Because
My mouth is watering. I don't know what I'd classify them as.
it depends how you cook them. Because I make them full tortilla, put cheese and stuff, put another full tortilla. But some
Yeah.
people take tortilla, put stuff, and fold it over.
That's just a
Then it's a
lazy
taco.
burrito.
Yeah. Without the meats.
Yeah, it's just a lazy burrito.
veggie burrito.
What would a burrito be? Ravioli? Oh. Sean, do you know what a burrito?
I know what a burrito is. I can picture it in my mind.
I feel like it'd be.
I think if we're going by this definition, then yeah, burrito would fall into the category of ravioli.
It's a baguette.
It's a stuffed baguette.
It's a stuffed baguette.
You hollowed out a baguette.
Yeah, exactly.
Shove some shit.
You just put stuff in there.
You're joking, but there's probably one cafe somewhere in the
It's
UK
how-
that does that.
We have a store in the Netherlands that makes their hot dogs by taking like a tiny baguette, like digging out the inside and just shoving a hot dog in there.
Oh.
What the fuck
They're
is wrong
fucking
with them?
great. Hema, fucking shout out because you're the best. If you guys ever come to the Netherlands, we're trying them. Sean, you can smell them.
Okay, cool. Thank you. I like to be included.
No, I'll be honest. You probably don't want to do that because hot dogs do not have a nice smell.
I know.
This one does. This one
Believe me, I think just because I can't eat, my smell is increased when it comes to food. I know.
I like hot dogs, but the smell of them turns my
Oh
stomach.
yeah, no, that's understandable.
That's why I've never, along with the other eating disorder reasons, I've never tried them.
I would say you're missing out on much with a hot
No.
dog.
No.
It's kind of a bit of a tasteless meat.
It doesn't look nice to eat.
It's
I'll
not
be honest.
like it
No.
doesn't look appetizing.
No.
It's one of those things, to me at least, every like 3 years, I'll be like, you know what I feel like?
Yeah.
A hot dog. And then you get reminded of why you haven't had it in 3 years.
I usually get one if I'm like somewhere that has like like a burger van. Like say you're at a fair or something. Sort of like Christmas market coming up. You know, they have stalls for like hot food and stuff. Hot dog, I'd maybe likely get one from there. That's when I'll get a hot dog. I won't buy like a store-bought one because it just doesn't.
No.
Churros.
They're-
I'm not saying like what food group
Ooh.
are they in. I just think they're a little underwhelming.
Oh boy, do I have a story.
Oh god.
While you tell that story, I am going to search up.
Hot donuts but long.
And Spanish.
In Spanish.
Churros. Oh, I see.
It's basically
Oh, I see.
it's basically if you didn't ring the donut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's Those aren't nice.
You get them served in like a little kind of plate thing, and you'll get like
Dipping.
a dip.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
Nutella.
those little turds.
Yeah, they're usually like they look kind of small in that, but they're usually like this length.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
like all the other pictures here are like
Long boy.
very long.
Yeah,
I think
They're-
there's a
they're
place in
also-
Glasgow that does like ice cream, and then they put like a loop of churro in your ice cream.
I think I might have been there.
That shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that shit. Yeah.
It's a stringy
They're
boy.
also covered in sugar as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah, that's a choice.
Yeah, I mean they are kind of kind of like donuts, but
Yeah.
I
I
found them a
just
bit
can't eat them.
underwhelming. People go on about them,
Yeah.
and then I tried them a couple of years ago at the Christmas market in Edinburgh, and
Eh.
yeah, they were a thing.
So, let me set the scene.
Oh, here we go.
This is when I was living in the US, and my boyfriend thought, I'm gonna take you to a nice Italian restaurant. And as we were going there, we were just talking, and
Make it sound like a kidnapping.
Also, for context, Melina's boyfriend is Italian.
yeah.
Oh yeah, that's good context.
As we were just going about our day, and at some point we were talking about churros, and I was like, I've never had a churro. He's like, for dessert, we're getting churros.
Famously Italian.
Famously, of course. Yeah. So we go to this town place. Tastes great. Immediately, my stomach is like, what the fuck did you eat?
Yeah, I was gonna ask, what did you eat?
A pizza.
A pizza.
I think it was the cheese that was off or something, because he also had pizza, but without cheese, it was fine. Again, tasted great. I don't remember the name of
pizza
it.
without cheese?
Doesn't like cheese. I don't want to get into it. It's a thing.
This is the food episode. Why can't we go into it?
So yeah, we go to this churro place, and I'm already kind of feeling like I'm not doing so great here.
Yeah.
But I'm still like, I want to try churros. Maybe I'm just hungry after eating.
That's tragic, by the way. Betrayed by your one true love. Cheese.
I know it is very tragic.
Top 10 anime betrayals.
Yeah.
And so we're at this nice. It was an actual restaurant that just served churros as well. So we sat there, and the churros arrived, and I was like, "What is this dipping sauce?" And it was Nutella. I famously do not like Nutella.
No, I was gonna say you don't, and that's
No,
like the
it
main
makes me
dip for
fucking
churros.
nauseous. But I was like,
Is it the hazelnut?
it is the hazelnut.
Yeah.
For me. Yeah. It's too hazelnutty for me, unfortunately. And so I eat the churros, immediately feel way worse.
Did you eat them with the Nutella?
One I did, yeah.
Okay.
So I then, as we went home, felt worse and worse. Had to take the train to where we lived, and was feeling worse and worse. And I was like, "It's the churros, man. It's the fucking churros."
You are so deluded.
I would never blame cheese.
No, you wouldn't.
Gotta
I know you
protect
wouldn't.
cheese.
Yeah, and that night I threw my fucking guts out.
I can imagine.
Yeah. It was great. It was great. And this was the first time a restaurant my boyfriend picked
There are
gave
multiple
me food
times.
poisoning.
The first time.
Yeah. you're making implications with
Second
that
time.
first time.
Venice.
Oh,
Oh, great.
like
oh,
as in this year?
Oh, it was, yeah, this summer. It was
Oh.
this summer.
Did you tell us this and we've forgotten?
no,
Or-
I don't think
I
you've
don't
mentioned
know,
this.
Maybe. Yeah. Again, restaurant he picked. We were just looking for someplace. Like, oh, this place has good reviews. It wasn't like we were dying to go to this particular
Yeah,
place.
your
but-
boyfriend can't go. Let's go Italian. You're in
You're in Italy.
Yeah.
Italy, because every time Melina speaks about like her and her boyfriend going out for something to eat, it's like her boyfriend is obsessed with going to like actual Italian places.
It's a thing Italians do. We go to many other places as well. I just want to clarify that because it is a problem with Italians. They come to other countries and they're like, what Italian place will I go to tonight?
Gotta make sure it's right.
Didn't your family come over and you all went out and he made you all go to an Italian place?
Yeah.
I mean, it was a
Yeah,
collective idea.
come to Scotland. Have our famous cuisine, Italian.
Yeah.
There's a lot of nice Italian spots in Edinburgh. That's what
I'm
I'll
sure
say
you would
now.
know.
Yeah. You're the expert on this now.
Yeah, second time Venice. Calamari. Doesn't sit right.
You had calamari in Venice.
Yeah.
That's a choice.
I mean, I don't know. They're known for fish.
Straight from the canals.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, it's not appetizing when you're right next to that.
Hey, it's local.
It's very local. It's lovely. It was nice, yeah. Same thing.
Apologies to anyone listening from Venice.
Venice is
does
beautiful,
it does it
but
smell like piss?
Not
Heavy
not as much as you
apologies
think. No,
to
I honestly
anyone.
didn't think it smelled particularly like piss at all.
Because that's always something I hear. There and Paris smell like piss.
Paris more. Paris way more.
What if the
don't-
French didn't? Why does
Their
Paris
thing.
smell like piss?
I believe Paris more strangely enough.
You know, a fun fact about the Eiffel Tower, just while we're talking about Paris, it's technically private property, so you're
Yeah.
not allowed to take photos of it.
Ah.
Yeah, I know.
Well, that's not stopping
I
anyone. is it?
know!
What are you gonna do? Stop me?
Yeah.
Tell
Tough
the world.
shit.
Stop it.
Yeah.
Stop it. Like, who's gonna go to Paris and not?
Just
Yeah.
DMCA like half of the images of France online.
You get immediately banned.
Yeah.
On Instagram, I was like, "Is that the Eiffel Tower I see? No,
What
it's
if
the one
I-
in Vegas. The one in Vegas."
What if I photograph the Eiffel Tower? Believe it or not, straight to jail.
There's just a few people out standing outside the Eiffel Tower. What are you doing there? I'm FaceTiming someone. Looks like you're taking a picture.
No,
No, I swear to God.
no matter how far away it is in the picture, whenever you picture the Eiffel Tower, it sends a signal to the French government who track you down.
You get banned from France.
It's like a SWAT team.
Yeah.
French SWAT comes in.
Max Tax shows up.
Yeah.
Elon Musk, how are you still allowing the Eiffel Tower on your platform? I'm
That'll be his
assuming
next target.
the Eiffel Tower.
The Eiffel Tower.
Again, this will come out in January. Let's see if Twitter still
Oh, let's see if
exists.
Oh,
Twitter's
yeah.
still going on, yeah.
Yeah, remember, guys, November? That whole shit show.
And this episode is now dated.
Aw, like
I
it was
imagine
in
it's still
before.
burning away come January.
Yeah, probably.
This is the beginning, though.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's my stories. You know, puking your guts out in Venice, best place.
Did you throw up into the canal?
No, I didn't. I should have just
You
for the
should have, just for the
sake.
story.
Yeah.
No, I was laying in the bathroom miserably.
I've been there.
Haven't we all?
You know, when
Is
you're
that
like,
where
I
we're
want
like-
to lay down, but there's no
Yeah.
point in me going back.
You just
to
kind of
lay
have your
down.
head on the rim of the toilet.
I think at some point I fell asleep. So
I've been there.
you're just so physically tired.
Italian food.
Yeah,
You should try it.
you should try it. Edinburgh hasn't poisoned me yet. Yet.
Give it time.
How does your boyfriend feel about like pizza places in the UK? Because the rest of the world does pizza very different from Italy.
He just doesn't eat at them and thinks they look gross. And
Your
that doesn't
boyfriend is such a
belong.
food snob.
I think
He's
it just comes
Italian,
with
what
the
did you
I
Italian.
expect?
know.
Yeah, like we have one place where we just order pizza that he likes. That's the only place to order pizza, and then you have the restaurant that we go to that brought my family as well. That's the only two places we've been that are good. I don't know. There's this one. It's kind of like a bakery / brunch place that has Italian stuff, but their Italian hot chocolate is the best.
The Italian hot chocolate?
Yeah, because they make it like Italians do it like thick. It's like a thick chocolate. It's almost like a goop.
That does not
Great.
sound appetizing.
No, it
great.
sounds horrible.
I am like my boyfriend. I love him. I don't think he's as. And
I hope
he
so.
He might sound very snobby and picky, but I'm so much worse.
Yeah, that's fair. It's fun because like we don't really meet your boyfriend very often,
No.
so we have a very funny perception of him. He seems like a very nice
Yeah,
person
yeah.
whenever
Yeah.
we have seen him.
I don't think I know his name.
name
all
is
this
a
time
secret.
knowing you, I don't think I've learned his name.
He's gonna
I've
listen
heard
to
it.
this, so
I've
this is
heard-
gonna be great.
I've heard his name and I'm blanking on it. I think because we
Good
were
luck.
told it once.
I
Yeah.
think so. Yeah, good luck. He's gonna listen to this. He's gonna
I
be
like how
so
you're not
offended.
telling
I
us.
feel
Yeah.
really
I'm
bad.
waiting. See
Can you please tell us his name?
I don't know if he wants out. That's the thing.
It's not like they can look him up.
We're not gonna dox him.
Yeah. Manuel. But you can just say Manuel. He's fine.
Oh, okay.
Manuel, okay.
I thought that's what his name was.
It's just with an extra E at the end. And he's like, it's fine if you say Manuel. I'm like, no. No, it's not.
So how do you actually pronounce it?
Manuel.
Manuele.
Yeah.
Okay.
Really.
Some people pronounce it more Italian than others. It's kind of funny.
I was thinking in my mind, like, I'm pretty sure it's Manuel.
Basically,
I'm
yeah.
probably gonna call him Manuel.
There was this lovely.
Moving on.
Just
Hi!
Shout out to Manuel.
Shout out. Hell yeah. Always listen
I
to
could
the
cut this
podcast.
part. Don't worry.
yeah.
Oh god. So yeah, food poisoning's fun. I have had food poisoning once in Edinburgh, but it was my fault.
Was it cheese again?
No, I think it was eggs or sodium overload.
Can that cause food poisoning?
I don't know. I just felt so shit that I had to throw up. But it was.
I think we call that overeating.
Yeah.
I know we talked about it. That's the sad part. I told you this is what's gonna happen. Because I just had ramen with eggs.
Jesus Christ!
And before that, I also had like a lot of what I call chips. And I feel like that might have been too much salt.
You had
mean?
crisps. Then you had ramen with eggs.
Boiled eggs.
That is like the heaviest combination that you had. So
boy, did I know.
Not just the saltiest, but like heaviest.
I know how to take care of my body. I do not.
I was gonna say, you don't
do
sound
not.
like you do.
I eat like a 5-year-old, basically.
Yeah.
Not quantity-wise, just the types of food I
Yeah.
eat. Yeah.
Crisps, ramen. Yeah.
Pasta with cheese. Love that, you know. Plain meals, that's where it's at.
Oh,
Sean,
man.
you can agree on this. Toast.
I don't think I can.
I'm a fairly picky eater as well. I kind of go through the same 6-7 meals in
Yeah.
rotation. Which is always fun when you're kind of craving something you haven't had in a while. Because then you're like, what the fuck do I want?
Mm-hmm.
What can I eat that I haven't eaten in the past 2 weeks? Which always leaves me a little unsatisfied because you feel like you land on something, then you eat it, and you're like,
This did not
This
hit
did
the
not
spot.
fit- nah, yeah.
Nah.
So do you guys just get like takeaway? Sorry, I know we keep battering on about like specific food here.
This
I'm
is just a general food episode now.
Yeah.
So you guys only have like 2 takeaway places that you get from?
So we have one pizza place because the other one's too far away and a little bit more expensive. So we have one pizza place. We like KFC and like McDonald's and stuff.
Yeah, but you don't necessarily always get that delivered. That's like Look, okay, I say this having had KFC like 2 weeks in a row a couple of weeks ago delivered to the house. But I kind of prefer going and getting KFC.
Because the thing, I only order food in if I've had a day. You know, if I've had a day, which means I'm not going out. I'm staying in.
Yeah.
You just don't have the energy. At that
I'm not.
No.
I am not making myself anything energy as
Exactly.
well.
Weirdly
yeah.
enough, I can strangely relate to this. I don't know how. It's like a past life is speaking to me.
the amount of times I've come home from work and it's like, I know there's food there, but it is 10 at night. I am fucking done with the day, and I'm just there on the way home. Dominoes.
To me, it's sort of like I don't feel like making myself toast, so I'll just grab whatever's like around.
Yeah.
It might just be a snack at that point, but I don't care.
fine, yeah.
On Friday, I text my mum like at 2 hours before I finish work. Like when I finish, order from one of our local takeaways and get me this and get yourself something. I'll give you the money when I get home. I can't be fucking bothered.
I'm sorry, mother.
She won't turn it down if I'm paying.
That's nice.
That's
Yeah.
very nice.
So where do you get like regularly?
I have
Sustenance.
I get my sustenance.
I'm curious about the pizza place. Is
Like
it Papa John's?
No, it's like some just a restaurant. It's not a chain or anything.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry.
No, I was just curious because like it doesn't. I guess you live kind of closer to the city,
Yeah.
so there's more variety of stuff. I
am
have
very lucky.
like it is chip shop, pizza, Chinese, Indian. That's like the options I have. So we have the one Chinese that we always get from because it's like we try all the other ones in the area and none of them live up to it.
Yeah.
There's always something different that's
Shout
like
out to
that's
that
not
local
as good.
place.
Yeah.
Shout out to the local Chinese.
Yeah.
place.
Shout out to the Oriental Star. I'll name it because no one
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
lives in my area.
Support your local Chinese place.
Yeah.
Not the one that I live next to, please. They're horrible and they smell really bad.
Oh my god.
Except that one. And,
Except for that one.
and unless you, if you don't like Chinese.
Or there's that, yeah, if you don't like Chinese food, which I'm not going to say that because you were
I am
there.
right here, man.
Yeah. But you have a different reason
Yeah.
for disliking Chinese
Mine's are
food.
mental.
Yes. Then there's like the local kebab place. Does burgers, kebabs, pizzas, pakora. Then there's Domino's.
The classics.
Classic
The
Domino's.
classics. And
Everywhere's got a Domino's.
Oh, yeah.
I've
Oh,
got like
yeah.
a Domino's that's like a 5-minute walk from where I am.
lucky you, mine's in another town, which is always fun when you look on the app and the best deals are like collection only and you're like,
Well, I'm
fuck's
not.
sake.
Nah.
no.
I'm getting on a bus for that.
Yeah, exactly. And then there's like the fish and chip place. I live in Scotland, so like you can't walk very far without wandering across one.
Yeah. Beautiful country.
So we're kind of limited in what we can order in.
You're missing out on Taco Bell. Just
Like the extravagance one, like to be extravagant and fancy is the KFC because it's the most fucking expensive one to order in.
yeah.
That sounds so sad.
It is kind of sad, but you've seen the place I live in. It's not exactly.
And it's a very nice place.
yeah, it looks nice. There's fucking nothing here.
They're all around me. I can't say otherwise.
The entire town is standing around. Say it. Come on, say it, huh? Say it.
Everyone would just agree with you.
I'm a poor city boy. I don't belong here.
What bothers me though, right? You have KFC and McDonald's right next to each other in a I don't know what you call it. It's kind of like a services area. Outside the town. KFC delivers. McDonald's does not.
That's fucked.
So you can go on Just Eat, Uber Eats, whatever service you use, and you can get KFC. But then, literally right next to it is McDonald's. And if you're in my town, you can't get it delivered. If you're in the other towns, it does deliver. I'm like,
That's frustrating.
yeah, that is really frustrating because there's times where I'm like, KFC's a little bit heavy
It is, yeah.
to be eating. I'm just kind of wanting a McDonald's. I just want my Big Mac, my chicken nuggets, and my chicken selects. Not all at once. Not all at once.
I imagine that's quite the
Specifying.
selection.
I was like, wow.
No.
You
It's-
go big or go
it's-
home.
it's
Might as well get a
usually-
bigger Mac.
It's usually the Big Mac and one of the other two, and the other ones are left for like a little bit later.
Biggest Mac.
Chicken nuggets are a little bit too salty though sometimes, so if I have them like later or in the morning, it's heartburn central.
What's heartburn like?
Oh, lucky you.
It's honestly the first time I had heartburn, I thought I was dying. 'Cause it feels like a weight on your chest.
Yeah.
Kind of, where you're like, why am I struggling to
And whenever
breathe?
you breathe, it hurts when you burp, it hurts. When you cough, it hurts.
And you only have yourself to blame.
And you only have yourself to blame. An acid reflux. Oh my god.
Oh, that, yeah. Oh.
See, this is what stops me.
There is not enough milk on the planet when I get heartburn.
Why don't you guys just photosynthesize like me?
If only I could. But I also like food too much.
Yeah.
I say that, I hate the sun. Like the fucking vampire
What
I
do
am.
you like?
Nothing.
Nothing.
What a joyful life. You find joys in other places.
My favorite color is grey.
I see a red door and I want to paint it black.
God, what a chaotic fucking.
Remember when we started this episode and it was based on food groups?
The whole thing I wanted to have a nice discussion what a lasagna is in these 4 groups because I can't figure it out.
I don't know.
Let's figure it out together. We'll end the episode with that.
So what is, by this food group's definition, a lasagna?
I can't find any.
They don't have one?
No one's proposed
Lasagna is
lasagna.
mysterious and unknown.
Because the thing is, you could argue that it's several tiny sandwiches stacked.
You could.
But I don't feel right in saying it.
Also,
I guess.
it also falls into the category a little bit of ravioli. Because
Yeah,
you get
but the edges
some
aren't closed. That's-
some you get the
I mean,
edges
that's
with
true.
like an extra bit of pasta.
I swear, for the longest time I thought lasagna and ravioli were the same thing.
No.
Somehow.
I mean, honestly, a ravioli lasagna, that's an idea. Like
That does actually
'cause
sound-
Lasagna is just sheets of pasta dough. So instead, you put raviolis.
Okay.
Sean, you've just invented
Well,
something.
I only know lasagna from Garfield. That's my only reference.
Do you think Garfield would say it's several tiny sandwiches?
I don't know. I haven't
Garfield
checked up with them in a while.
Garfield would choose chaos.
Yeah. Because if it's not like salad, but it's very structured
It's not salad. It's not salad.
Melina.
If spaghetti is a salad,
Spaghetti's not a salad.
Melina, not everything is a salad.
it's spaghetti. But the sket.
I'm starting to think there are only 2 food groups with you, and it's either cheese or salad.
If only that reflected my diet.
So we have sandwich,
Soup.
soup,
Ravioli.
ravioli,
Salad.
salad.
How could you forget salad?
It is.
If it's soupy enough,
It's a
it
soup
could be
salad.
soup.
It's a soup sandwich.
It's just between. Like, it's not. I mean, it could also. It's all 4 is the issue. It's bits of all 4. I could argue it's a soup. I could
It's a
argue it's
disgusting
a sandwich.
abomination
It could be
is
fucking
what it
ravioli,
is.
and it's also fucking salad. I hate. Like, I never saw you. This bothers me so much.
I wish you had cameras for this because you are legitimately.
Your face is getting redder.
I'm a very emotive person.
You see, this is the shit I don't have to deal with.
I think this is the most emotional I've seen you on the podcast.
Are you okay? Do you need your water?
Lasagna.
I just like I don't like it when I cannot make any connection in categories whatsoever.
You know,
I'm
you know
just
how I
stuck.
get by with it? I just don't think about the 4 food groups.
This must be nice.
It
I
is, yeah,
cannot
it's
do
very
that.
nice. I just pick up food and I eat it.
There's also option 3. Don't.
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 Okay, let's go back to the KFC then.
This has actually been argued on here.
What does the chicken from KFC fall under?
You're gonna hate this.
Is that a sandwich?
Ravioli. Because
Fuck
the
off.
breading is carbs. Sean, it makes sense, doesn't it?
Sure.
I guess.
So I think we should end on a note. Fried chicken is a ravioli, and lasagna is a soup, salad, sandwich, and ravioli.
There you go, Japanese. You're eating Italian for Christmas, apparently.
La 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 la.
January.
It's January.
It's so sad in January.
Can we move this one up?
No.
You've just said it's in January. Fuck. Can you just dub it to have a mechanical voice say December?
That takes too much effort. Oh my god.
We need to stop.
We need
We
to
need to
stop.
stop. We're going somewhere.
If
It's
anyone
time
knows
to
what lasagna
stop.
is, please let me know.
Soup.
Comment it or whatever. I need a convincing case for one of the 4 categories.
You say that, you don't read the comments.
If someone suggests cake is the 5th category, you're fucking wrong.
You say we don't read. You just said Melina doesn't read the comments, but we don't have comments.
Yeah, we don't have comments. That's
no
the
one
better thing.
comments on
Please
anything.
be the first person to comment.
If that's our first comment, I will laugh, and you'll have to personally reply to it. In
Oh,
the
I
next
will.
episode.
I will.
So here's a question for the comments then. Is soup a drink?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you for listening to this episode. Goodbye.
Farewell.
See ya.